Malaysia's 15th general election will see, for the first time, 18 to 20-year-olds casting their ballots. The minimum voting age was lowered from 21 following a constitutional amendment that came into effect last year. Millennials have been touted as possible kingmakers of Malaysia. This age group, ranging 26 to 40 years old, now account for at least 50% of Malaysia's working population and form the largest voting bloc in the nation of 32 million. Their concerns center around bread and butter issues, climate change, and social mobility. According to Human Resources Online, top stressors of Malaysian millennials include longer-term financial future, family welfare, career prospects, finances, and health. Political parties will have to look into addressing these concerns amidst the looming elections. The impact of youth participation could be seen in the 2018 elections, where Pakatan Harapan was bolstered by youth support, especially those aged 21 to 29. It was due to PH's established internet presence that lent the party familiarity to millennials. Perhaps what is also of concern to lawmakers, the huge contrast in age between those in parliament and their voters. While the current median age of Malaysians is just over 30 years, around 70% of lawmakers are over the age of 50. This may explain why millennials have gained traction politically over the past few years. The Malaysian United Democratic Alliance, MUDA for short, is a youth political party formed by Syed Siddiq in September of 2020. And in its first outing, the party was able to snag the Puteri Wangsa seat in the Johor state elections of March this year. About half of the state's electorate is below the age of 40. And this prompted UMNO, Malaysia's ruling party, to remind its party to reach out to millennial voters. This age group also has added weight now, with the Undi 18 bill taking effect on the 15th of December last year. This lowers the voting age from 21 to 18, meaning 5.8 million new voters have been added to the electoral roll of 15.3 million, bringing the total to 21.1 million. However, a survey carried out has shown that political literacy among youths aged 16 to 30 is quite low, which adds an extra challenge for those campaigning to reach out to this new group of voters. Pamela Lim speaks to these first-time voters on their expectations and the future they envision for themselves.
Self-taught barber Muhammad Hazim developed a passion for hairstyling when he was only 15. In his free time, he watched YouTube videos to learn more about the trade, and then turned to his friends for support.
First saya potong rambut kawan lah. Dia macam dia nak support saya lah. Saya pun try lah potong dia. Tapi dia cakap, tak apa kalau buruk pun botak je lah. Tu starting saya lah. Lepas tu saya potong, okey lah. Dia cakap okey, not bad semua. Lepas tu saya start potong rambut yang kawan-kawan lain, jiran.
The 20-year-old has big dreams. He hopes to set up a school for aspiring barbers, something he did not have access to when he was starting out. But to further refine his skills, he will have to leave the country.
Saya akan tunjuk kat semula yang barber ni boleh pergi jauh untuk masa depan saya kan. Belajar lagi skill, pergi luar negara, saya akan macam belajar dekat luar lagi.
Like Hazim, many Malaysians are in search of better opportunities abroad. Lack of jobs and appreciation for young talents are among the push factors resulting in a brain drain.
A lot of young people today are either unemployed or underemployed, or have jobs that, especially if you live in the city, are not enough for you to live on. So I think young people are looking for that security and that stability. So that's the problem. And I think political parties have a lot to answer to on how to attract young people.
But few have the means to see greener pastures abroad. These students in local universities are not giving up just yet. They are determined to fight for a better future and have their say through the ballot box.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for a lot of young people who can vote for the first time. I prefer the politicians to, give equal opportunities to everyone, regardless of your race or where you're coming from.
Rising cost of living is also a concern, and they want elected representatives to walk the talk.
I would like to see them, actually go down without any cameras or security officers, go down to the ground, live the lives of everyday working Malaysians and see, okay, how can we make this better?
Everything kind of ties back to the values of the individual. Say, for example, that they want to end poverty. Do they actually believe that people have equal access to healthcare?
As political parties race to secure the votes of young Malaysians, it is more than just winning an election. It's a long-term responsibility to continue empowering these youths to carry the torch for the future of Malaysia.